Did you know Daniel and Revelation both give us hints as to when the end times are? Stick around and I'll show you. So the book of Daniel was written somewhere around 540 BC. So that's about 540 years till the time the events of Daniel would roughly be fulfilled. This is why Daniel was told to shut up the words and seal the book until the time of the end, because that's when everything was going to be taking place. So Daniel is told, seal it up because it's a long way off, don't open it yet. But for some reason, when we get to Revelation, it says, do not seal up the words of this prophecy of this book, for the time is near. So I want you to ask yourself this. Why is Daniel only 540 years considered a long time where you need to seal up the scroll, but for Revelation, it's been 2,000 years and counting, but that's considered a short enough time where you don't need to seal up the book? Something's not adding up here. I'd like to propose that perhaps we've been interpreting scripture wrongly, and we aren't in the last days because the last days already happened. All the language we see that's cataclysmic, that language is actually taken directly from the Old Testament, and it's referring to nations being destroyed, not cataclysmic events. When Jesus did come in 70 AD at the destruction of the temple, it was actually a spiritual coming and not a physical coming, like we are also accustomed to thinking. Many passages in scripture actually say when the second coming happens, that's when the everlasting kingdom or the new covenant is established. But we already know that when we believe, we are a part of the kingdom and we're a part of the new covenant. We know we're in the new covenant. So if it's not established, then how are we in it? We all know this terminology because when we believe in Jesus, we were considered dead, and we are then raised to life when we believe, aka resurrected. This is why we don't wait for our second coming to be resurrected. We've already been resurrected, and it's a spiritual resurrection. The spiritual is always better in the New Testament. There's not one place where a physical is better. It's always been spiritual. Spiritual kingdom, spiritual coming, spiritual symbols of worship. It's all spiritual. That's the better. Let's try to read the Bible with a Hebraic mind and not a 21st century mind. Follow for more.